If you've been following my channel, you've probably seen a past video where we reviewed the GE Profile window unit that has this unique saddle design so you can use your window as needed and still be able to function the window unit. However, this unit right here has some features that the GE Profile does not have. This is the Solus Micro Split window unit. This video is brought to you by FilterBuy, America's #1 choice for quality, affordable air filters. So what sets this unit apart from virtually every other window unit out there? Well, the short answer is that this is an inverter heat pump window unit that has that saddle design, which makes it very unique when compared to all other window units. So let's show you just how easy this unit is to install in the window and then show you some of the features that it offers. Now I want to start by saying this video is not sponsored by Solus. I purchased this window unit with my own money to do an honest review for this product. All right, so here it is in the window. Now, something that a lot of people asked me about the GE Profile was, can you still use the window? And the answer is yes. Once this is in, it's really solid. It's not going to move. As long as you have it locked in like it's supposed to be, you have full function of your window, and that's an awesome feature. So when it's not super hot or cold outside, you can just leave the window open. And in addition to that, you can still view things out of your window even when it is closed. Now, the other thing is, people mentioned if you live in a high rise and you want to put this in, you can totally fit this through the window, reach out and simply turn these knobs. They're right here within hand reach. As you can see, I'm touching them, and I was able to adjust this and kind of fine tune it from up here. So you can absolutely do that from a upper level. Now for these little gaps here, this comes with a bunch of different seals. I'm not going to fully seal this. This is just for demonstration purposes. I have a full central HVAC system. In fact, it's a full mini split system up in the ceiling there. So I don't really have use for this, but I wanted to create this video to show other people that this is a viable option. It does heating and cooling. And so for that reason, I'm not gonna totally install this 100%, but I just wanna show you the features of this unit. So we're just gonna cut out these little blocks just to block off these major gaps here. And we're just gonna cut a piece of this foam so that it'll fit right there. All right, so we got this foam blocking put in, really simple. Now when we close this, it makes a nice seal. Now we can also put another seal here if we wanna close that in. But again, I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. Now, one other thing that a lot of people asked me about was how many amps did this actually use? So I got a meter right here that we're going to be gauging how many amps this unit is using. So we have it plugged in. So let's go ahead and turn this bad boy on, and we'll get a decibel count as well. And we'll show you this in heating and cooling mode. Here we go, our fan came on. This is an inverter compressor, so it's gonna save you money. It's more efficient and it's more quiet. You're not gonna have that jolt when the AC compressor comes on. This has essentially a slow start with the inverter compressor, and that's gonna make this a really comfortable piece of equipment to have. So let's show you the controls here. So here we have our mode button. We're gonna go ahead and bump this into cool mode. Over here we have our fan speed. We have high, low, and quiet. We have our up and down temperature adjustment. We have a timer, check filter light, filter reset, and we have our Wi-Fi. Now, something that a lot of people asked me about with the GE Profile was, do I have to use the app? Do I have to use Wi-Fi? And the answer is no, absolutely not. You don't have to use the app. You can simply use this based off of the controls here. You don't have to use the remote or anything. You can just use it as basic or as high-tech as you want. Now, that being said, the app is really cool. You can control this from anywhere, turn it on and off, adjust the temperature up and down. So it's very versatile with the Wi-Fi feature, and that's just something that makes this, again, even more versatile. So we're right at 54 decibels on this guy. Not quite as quiet as the GE Profile, but still quiet enough to sleep. There is also a sleep feature on here. So we're at about 64, 65 out here. It basically just sounds like a fan running, so nothing abnormal there. I will note that there is a vibration in this unit. I don't know if this particular one just has something with the fan that's a little bit out of balance, but you can almost feel the vibration if you're close to the unit. So hopefully that's not something that's on all of these units. If that's the case, I really don't like that. but hopefully that's just this particular unit. Now, as far as distance off of the exterior wall, we're about 15 inches. If you want to go from the siding, it's closer to 16 inches. So it does stick out a pretty good amount. If you have a driveway like this, it's not the best thing because obviously this would totally collide with that. So, but as long as you have plenty of room out here, that's not really a huge deal. And especially if you're up on an upper level, that's not really a big deal either. Okay, so this unit's been running for about 30 minutes now. And as you can see, we're pulling plenty of heat out of the air. It's 43 degrees of supply temperature coming out of the little vents here. And as you can see, it is 66 degrees currently inside the house. We have that set to 66. Cooling off really nicely, by the way. And as you can see on our voltmeter here, or our amp meter, we're pulling 5.15 amps through this outlet. Now, the average 12,000 BTU window unit, which this is a 12,000 BTU, pulls between 8 to 15 amps. This is considered the amperage of a small window unit, like a 6 to 8,000 BTU window unit. So really efficient for the size and the area that this can condition. And just for reference, a 12,000 BTU window unit can condition 550 square feet. Our home is only about 750 square feet, so this could almost condition our whole house. Okay, so now that we've seen cooling working, let's bump it over into heat mode. And let's see what we can get. Let's bump this up to, say, 75 degrees. And we'll give it a few minutes. It probably has a time delay for the compressor to reverse into heating mode. So it'll probably take about 5 minutes, but we'll come back as soon as this is in heat and show you what's coming out of the supply vents there. All right, as you can see, we are in heating mode. We're blowing out 106 degree air, and it has already raised the temperature by 1 degree. It's only been less than a couple minutes. So this is working really awesome. Super pleased with the amount of heat that's being able to be generated here. Now in heating mode, you're obviously going to have a little bit less efficiency, but we're still only pulling 6 amps. So this is still within the smaller unit amperage versus a 12,000 BTU, which again is supposed to be closer to 8 to 13 or 14 amps. So this is still very efficient and it's able to keep up and heat a space no problem. Now again, the heating mode is really what separates this unit from all the others. If you look up a window heat pump unit, you'll only find probably 1 or 2, but this is the only one that has the saddle design that you can fully open this and use your window how you want and still be able to have cooling as well as heating. Now, as far as maintenance on this unit, it is extremely easy. We just have a front cover here that we pop off, and then we can just pull these filters out, clean them out, pop them back in, and it's as easy as that. And again, we do have a filter light that tells you when to clean it, so it's a nice little reminder to go ahead and do that and then set the reset button. And then I wanted to show you the full dimensions of this unit. So from front to back, we're right at about 32 inches. And then from side to side, we're sitting at 18 3/4. Now sticking out from my wall in here, I've got about 9.5 inches here. And as we looked at earlier, we got about 16 from the exterior wall to the outside edge. So overall, very similar to the GE Profile, with the exception that we cannot collapse this in, which I really like about the GE Profile. This one is set at 32 inches and is not adjustable. Well guys, if you're looking for a window unit that is efficient, that has an inverter compressor and a heat pump, and the saddle design that you can retain that window functionality, this is an awesome unit. It has everything built in and I absolutely love it. As always, I'll leave a link in the video description and you can find this product right there. Now, if you do want to check out the GE Profile window unit video, you can find that right there. And until next time, you guys be safe. Later.